Welcome back to America's Conspiracies. As always, I'm your host Jordan, and I'll be discussing the mysterious club known as the Bohemian Club and the Californian Grove they reside within. The Bohemian Club is said to have been founded in the year 1872 as a group of male artists, writers, actors, lawyers, and journalists, all interested in arts and culture, came together. Now it is recognized as a secretive meeting amongst those known as elites. Since the founding of the club, politicians and businessmen have been added to the list of members. Every July, these people gather in Bohemian Grove, located in California, for a plethora of peculiar activities that leave many people, including conspiracy theorists, scratching their heads. Now, before I continue on and explain the history and theories surrounding the Bohemian Grove and its club, I believe that giving context to the motto is essential to understanding the core of the club's meaning. Their motto, "Weaving spiders come not here," is believed to be derived from a line in Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream, Act 2, Scene 2. Within the context of the club, it means that any outside business arrangements and concerns are to be left outside, therefore meaning that club members are expected to forget all else of the world while in attendance. The Bohemian Club is also known for only accepting and allowing men to become members of the club by exclusive invitation. Of course, this comes with the exception of 4 women who were once allowed as honorary guests, but once the last one died in 1928, no other woman has ever been allowed to enter. This gender-biased rule has been battled many times, including in the court of law. In 1978, the Bohemian Club was charged with discrimination by the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing over its refusal to hire women employees, which then ended in the decision to let women join and work for the club. This didn't last for long though, as the club filed a petition to make the male gender a qualification to join and work. This petition was ruled in favor of, and the old ways were restored. After time, many people became curious about what exactly the Bohemian Club was and what they were concealing from the general public, especially with big names making up members. People like Clint Eastwood, Ronald Reagan, Richard Nixon, Charles Schwab, and Mark Twain have all been registered contributors and attendees at a point in time. It is most likely that the Bohemian Club was started to actually hold intellectual conversation and activities amongst those wealthier than others, but now many people believe that topics have shifted. The Bohemian Club is shrouded in mystery by the enormous redwood trees in Northern California, but that hasn't stopped certain people from discovering unnerving things that attendees do. For example, their opening ceremony, known as the Cremation of Care. During the ceremony, club members dress to be dark-hooded figures. They all then proceed to stand around a tall, ominous owl statue that is around 40 feet in height. After all is said, the crowd is given an idol in which they cast their cares upon. Once done doing so, they lay it within a coffin and burn it at the foot of the owl, and everyone begins praising and cheering the statue. The 40-foot electronic owl stands in front of a man-made lake, and during this self-proclaimed ceremony, music and pyrotechnics are set off to enhance the experience. A rather strange event for what is said to be a two-way getaway club, right? People who work and participate in the club say that it's just a theatrical event for pure entertainment, but that doesn't sound like entertainment. It sounds like an understatement. Many people who hear the stories interpret them as satanic or that of cults. The Bohemian Club is also have been known to be the birthplace of the Manhattan Project, or at least the idea of it, which we all know is the code name for the American plan to develop an atomic weapon during World War II. This information is what has sparked many conspiracy theories that now circulate every day in our society. Theories that claim that the Bohemian Club now serves as a place for the rich and powerful to make important decisions that guide the fate of our country, while other people believe more sinister things, such as topics of population control, man-made tragedies, or even selecting presidential candidates. Unfortunately, members of the club are sworn into secrecy, so it's highly unlikely that deep details of the club will ever be revealed. And joining the club for yourself is not exactly easy either. In order to be considered as a club member, you must have been invited by several members, pay $25,000, and be on a waiting list for decades. Then you would have to be selected out of 2,500 people, and once accepted, you would have to be sworn into secrecy and pay large sums of money yearly. I don't know about you, but I'd much rather wait for the chance of a whistleblower blowing their cover than for a simple chance with doing all that. With that being said, it's most likely that none of us will ever truly know what goes on in Bohemian Grove. Many people protest the Bohemian Club as they believe it is not fair that the wealthy can do such things in secret. They also express anger over the fact that they can talk about public things in private. Hey, they have a point to their argument, but in the end, some things are just out of people's control. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for tuning in to the 8th episode of American Conspiracies, officially kicking off Season 2. Make sure you tune in next Friday when I discuss another topic as well. Follow the official American Conspiracies Instagram linked in the description for exclusive content and updates to future episodes. And remember, the world does not revolve around all people. It only revolves around those that make it theirs.